everyone, it's Olivia Harden, Miss Tulare County 2025, and today we're at the Visalia Rawhide talking all things athletes' mental health. Want to introduce yourself?
My name is Trent Youngblood. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm an outfielder.
So tell me about the pressure and the expectations of being a baseball player at this level.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot, right? It's tough to get into that rabbit hole, especially, you go for your last 10, like you're scrapping for a hit. But for me, I just try to go back to shifting my perspective to gratitude and being where my feet are. I'm playing professional baseball. I'm living a dream that, so many kids want to do and aren't able to. So just taking that step back and knowing where I am and just being thankful for the whole process. So,
what advice would you give a younger athlete who may be experiencing mental health struggles?
Yeah, I would just say remind yourself while you play the game, right? I mean, we love to compete, we love to have fun, we love to, be out here with our teammates. So just, I think when you, dive into the pressure aspects, we lose sight of that stuff. So kind of the same thing that I try to do myself, just take a step back and, remind yourself while you play the game. So.
Hi, I'm Dawson and I'm a pitcher for the Visalia Rawhide here from Macon, Georgia.
Can you tell me a little bit about how important mental health is for your performance on the baseball field?
Of course. So mental health, and especially in this game of baseball, is definitely the biggest part of your performance. I mean, they say this game is 80-90% mental,
right.
And it couldn't be more true because this game will really beat you down. And it's all about the way that we've said it at in the Diamondbacks organization is it's not about confidence, but more about belief in yourself, because confidence is kind of waxing and waning. It goes up and down a lot, and having belief in yourself is really the most important thing. And I try to use that in the mound and really just ground myself in that. This is really just a game at the end of the day, even though it's easier said than done because it is our job. And I really would love to play in the big leagues, so performance is very important. But grounding myself in that it's just a game, and really checking my thoughts at the end of the day is very important.
And I know you mentioned to me that you're from Georgia. How do you ground yourself when you're away from your family and your friends for such a long period of time?
Yeah, so that's obviously really tough. I'm very far from home, across the country, but really I'd say, and this kind of goes in with like grounding yourself in, how like it's just a game. Really in my Christian faith in Jesus Christ, of course, is where I mainly get that from. And that, at the end of the day, like I said, it's just a game. Easier said than done, but my purpose in life is much greater than baseball. I mean, we play 6 days a week. You really have to get your mind off of something, on something other than baseball. So play little video games, play a little golf. Obviously, I talk with my fiance, talk with my family. That really helps get my mind off of it.